This past weekend, I was watching a group of players at open play, and within about 10 minutes, I could already tell which players were going to stay stuck at the 3-5 level for a very long time. And the crazy thing is, it had nothing to do with athleticism, age, paddle technology, or even natural talent. It came down to habits. Specific habits that almost guarantee that you stay inconsistent, frustrated, and plateaued as a player. And the truth is, most players have no idea that they're doing these things. They think they just need more time, more games, more reps. But if your habits are wrong, more time doesn't fix the problem. It just reinforces it. So in this video, I'm gonna give you 7 ways to stay a 3-5 forever. And obviously, the goal is not for you to actually do these things. The goal is for you to recognize the patterns that are holding back your game so that way you can finally through to the higher level play. Because if you can eliminate these habits from your game, you're going to improve a lot faster, win more games, and honestly, just enjoy pickleball a whole lot more. So stay tuned. Hi, I'm Xavier, and along with my dad, we help players who are struggling at the 3-5 level become confident and respected 4.0 players so they can play smarter, get invited to high-level games, and finally feel proud of their performance. The first way to stay a 3-5 forever is to try and hit winners on every single ball. This is probably the biggest difference between 3-5 players and higher-level players. Most 3-5 players walk onto the court, think offense first. Every ball is an opportunity to attack. Every point needs to end immediately. And because of that mindset, they force speed-ups from terrible positions, try low percentage shots, and constantly go for more than the situation calls for. But higher level players don't think that way. They understand that pickleball is a game of pressure, patience, and percentages. Just because you can speed up the ball doesn't mean that you should. Just because you see a tiny opening doesn't mean that it's a good idea to go for that opening. Better players are constantly asking themselves, what is the highest percentage shot available right now? And most of the time, that answer is not a flashy winner. It's a reset, it's a dink, it's a controlled drop. It's extending the rally until the right opportunity shows up. One of the fastest ways to improve your consistency is to stop trying to win every point immediately on this shot right here. Let the point develop. Trust that disciplined pickleball will create opportunities for you naturally. The second way to stay a 3-5 forever is by avoiding the soft game. This is huge. A lot of players think that the path to improvement is by learning how to hit the ball harder, bigger serves, faster hands, more aggressive speed-ups. But the reality is that the soft game is what separates advanced players from average players. If you can't hit a reliable drop shot, you're going to struggle getting to the kitchen line. If you can't dink consistently, you're going to struggle creating pressure without making errors. And if you can't reset the ball when you're in trouble, stronger players are going to overwhelm you. The soft game slows down the point and gives you control. And control in pickleball is everything. Most players avoid working on these shots because they're not exciting. Nobody posts a highlight reel of a great reset, but the players who embrace the soft game are the ones who actually level up in this game. If you want to stay at 3-5 forever, keep on avoiding drops and dinks and resets. But if you want to improve, these shots are the shots that you need, and they need to become a foundation of your game. The third way to stay at 3-5 forever is by standing in bad positions on the court. So many players make the game harder than it needs to be simply because they're out of position all of the time. They're too far back when they should be moving in. They're trying to attack from the transition zone. They're leaving giant gaps in the middle. They're drifting while hitting instead of getting balanced before contact, and because of this, they're constantly out of position, and every shot feels rushed and difficult. Higher level players understand that positioning creates consistency. They know where they're supposed to be, and because of that, the game feels slower and more controlled. Look at Ben Johns for an example. He's the #1 player in the world for a reason. When he moves on the court, it looks like he's floating from one place to the next, never in a rush, and yet always on time. And it's because he knows the proper place to stand in any given situation within a pickleball point, and he moves there in anticipation before the ball is even hit to him. One of the biggest mindset shifts that you can make is realizing that good pickleball is not just about shot execution. It's also about putting yourself in the right spot so that the shot becomes easier. The kitchen line exists for a reason. That's the strongest position on the court, and if you're not learning how to work your way there patiently and effectively, you're making the game way harder than it needs to be. The fourth way to stay at 3-5 forever is by blaming your partner for everything. Now this one might sting a little bit, but it's true. Some players lose a game and they immediately start thinking about all the things that their partner did wrong. They missed too many shots, they didn't cover the middle, they popped the ball up. But higher level players think differently. They take ownership of their own improvement. They ask themselves, what could I have done better? Because even if your partner did make some mistakes, focusing on that doesn't help you improve at all. The only thing that you can control is your own game. And honestly, the players who constantly blame their partners usually stay stuck the longest because they never address the real issues in their own game. The fastest improving players are coachable. they're self-aware, they take responsibility, and because of that, they improve faster over time. The fifth way to stay at 3-5 forever is by playing random pickleball. What I mean by that is you're walking onto the court with no actual strategy or structure behind your decisions. Most recreational players are just reacting. They're not building points intentionally. They're not thinking ahead. They're just hitting whatever shot feels available in the moment that they're hitting it. But high-level pickleball is structured. Better players understand sequences. They know that the drop gets them to the kitchen, the dink creates pressure, the volley finishes the point. They know that certain dinks will likely produce certain replies. They understand patterns, and because they understand patterns, they're able to play proactively instead of playing reactively. This is one of the biggest differences between 3-5 and 4-0 players. At 3-5, points often feel chaotic, and at 4-0 plus, the players are constructing points with purpose. So if you want to stay stuck, keep playing random pickleball. But if you want to improve, start thinking about how your shots connect together instead of treating every shot like its own isolated event. The sixth way to stay at 3-5 forever is by refusing to be patient. Patience is probably one of the most underrated skills in pickleball. Everyone wants to speed up the ball, everyone wants to be aggressive, everyone wants to hit that winner. But most points at the amateur level are lost, not won. That means that if you can simply keep the ball in play longer than your opponents, you'll win more games almost immediately. I've tested this over and over again against lower level players. I'll go into a game with one simple goal: make one more ball. No crazy attacks, no low percentage speed ups, just disciplined, controlled pickleball. And eventually, they crack. They get impatient, they force offense, and they try to do too much. And then they miss. Patience is not passive, it's strategic. You're allowing pressure and consistency to do the work for you. And honestly, most players would improve dramatically if they simply slowed their game down and waited for better opportunities instead of forcing the bad opportunities. The seventh way to stay at 3-5 forever is trying to improve through games alone. This is probably the biggest trap in recreational pickleball. People think playing more automatically means improving more, but if you're just repeating the same bad habits over and over again, games alone won't fix the issue. You need intentional practice, you need focused repetition, you need feedback. Higher level players don't just play mindlessly for hours. They identify weaknesses and work on them systematically. They drill drops, they work on dinks, they practice resets and volleys, they train specific situations repeatedly until the shots become automatic. And then when they go and play in the games, those skills actually show up under pressure. If your entire improvement plan is just to play more games, there's a good chance that you're going to plateau. Improvement happens when practice becomes intentional. So when you put all this together, you start to realize something really important. Most players don't stay stuck because they lack talent. They stay stuck because their habits are keeping them stuck. They're trying to hit winners too early, avoiding the soft game, standing in bad positions, blaming their partners, playing random pickleball, refusing to be patient, and relying on games alone to improve. But the good news is, habits can change. And when they do, improvement happens really fast. Because the truth of getting to 4-0 is not about becoming some flashy highlight reel player. It's about becoming disciplined, consistent, structured, and reliable. It's about understanding how to win points with high percentages instead of low percentages. And honestly, once players understand that, the game actually becomes way more fun. And you stop feeling chaotic on the court. You stop feeling rushed. You stop feeling like every point is out of your control. Instead, you start playing with confidence because you finally have the framework for how to approach the game. And if you're being honest with yourself, that's probably what you want. You don't want to feel like the weak link anymore. You don't want to feel nervous every time the ball comes to you. You want to feel calm. You want to feel confident. You want to feel in control. You want to be someone that people trust to partner with, someone who wins games because they're solid and dependable. And the path to becoming that player is not more complexity, it's simplifying the game and mastering the fundamentals that actually matter. Now, this video is actually part of a larger guide we created called the 7 Steps to Advanced Pickleball. And if this video connected with you, then I really think you're going to love the full guide because it breaks down the exact framework that higher level players use to improve faster and play smarter pickleball. You can download the entire guide for free using the link in the description down below. And when you download the guide, you'll automatically be entered into a giveaway to win one of our signature paddles, the SpinBoss Pro. So not only are you getting a free roadmap to help you improve faster, you also get a chance to win a paddle. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me. So click the link down below to download the 7 Steps to Advanced Pickleball. And if you want to learn a little bit more about our framework and learn about the 3 S's of pickleball improvement, I want you to click this video right here.